Hey guys, it's JJ. Welcome back to the Texans franchise. It's season 4 starting today. We have 3 home games and we are going to see the debut of rookie quarterback Angelo Mendoza, the number 1 overall pick. Sadly for this game we have 2 injuries at cornerback. Avery Saunders and Derek Stingley are out, so the starter and his replacement. And that means that Amari Hamilton is going to be the starter today. An undrafted rookie free agent I signed and kept on the roster. He is going to be on the other side of Alex Day. Now, for this season, I expect this team to make the playoffs. I think I had the same goal for last year, but we missed out right at the end in the last 2 games. So we are going to try to get there again, and we have a scenario for the opening day, and we are obviously going to, we're gonna win on offense, and we're gonna win in the passing game. Obviously, we have a new rookie quarterback, and he looks like an absolute stud, and so we need to win with Angelo Mendoza, and that's what I am trying to do today. Then we also have a scenario for rookie quarterback 1, and well, let's see what they are talking about. It's probably going to be a goal with some bonuses if he reaches it, and I expect him to show flashes today. I don't expect him to be great on day 1, but we need to see something for sure. And the goal is beat the Titans and get 2 passing touchdowns with Angelo Mendoza. And the Titans are quarterbacked by Theo Coolidge, a really good franchise quarterback they picked up a couple years ago, and he looks really solid. And then they also still have Derrick Henry at age 31. He still has his great speed. He still is a dominant power back, and their number 1 receiver is Amari Cooper. They signed him, and he still is a great route runner, no denying it, and that's probably going to be a problem. They also still have Robert Woods, who is not the most explosive guy, but he's a really good slot receiver, and he can make some grabs, some contested grabs as well. Then their number 3 is Kendrick Bourne, who is just a average number 3 receiver in this league, who is really sure-handed. And then they also have OJ Howard for a couple of years now. He has good speed, like really good speed for a tight end. And he does not know how to block though. On their offensive line, they drafted Quentin Carter, and he is going to play immediately. He looks really balanced as a pass protector, solid run blocker as well. They drafted Joey Young last year. He looks really solid. He's a really good pass protector. So and then at right guard they have Nate Davis. And at right tackle, they got Mekhi Becton. So that's a really solid offensive line. Couple young guys that need to develop a little bit. But I think the offensive line doesn't look too bad. Then they have Jeffrey Simmons here. They drafted Sean Kendricks in the first draft of this franchise. And he has developed into a really good finesse rusher. So I expect him to cause a few problems, but on the other side he should be playing against Tristan Wirfs, so please don't. In the middle it's Nate McKay. He's also from the first draft class. I really liked him. He was just a first round pick and I wasn't like really ready to give up a first round pick for him, but he has really good athleticism. He's a really solid all-around linebacker. They have Nick Bayless, who is more of a coverage linebacker. They drafted him last year, and he has really solid athleticism and good zone coverage instincts and stuff. And the other edge rusher is Harold Landry, which is also a bit concerning because he also is a good speed rusher. And I don't think that Jedrick Wills is the best against speed rushers. So we'll see. Caleb Farley is their number 1 corner. This is kind of a a below average number 1 corner in this league. He has good speed. He's a good man cover corner, but his zone is not great. And then Greedy Williams, we know him. The first game after leaving the Texans is against the Texans. Great speed, good zone coverage, solid number 2 corner. And then they also have still Kevin Byard, one of the best free safeties in the league, who is now 32. And then on the other side, they still have Amani Hooker as well. And now, I think there's a chance we can beat this team. The Titans are not the most electric team in the league, but they have a young stud quarterback, Derrick Henry as the running back, and a solid offensive line to work with. They got themselves an alpha number 1 receiver in Amari Cooper. Even though he's not as good as he was, he still is a good receiver. He's just not great anymore, I'd say. And the way to stop this offense, I think, is you have to have good run defense, force them into third downs, and then have Alex Day cover Amari Cooper. I think that's the way to go. And then for the defense, yeah, you're not going to beat this pass rush. This is a really good pass rush unit they have there. And the way to beat it, I think, is through the corners. The cornerback room of the Titans looks really weak, and there should be a way to abuse that, but we'll see. It's on Theo Coolidge first. He's going to come out here and have the first play of the season. It is going to be a play action shot, and this is caught by Cooper. And he is taken down with a 22 something reception, 21 yards reception. 3rd and 4 now for Coolidge. He gets it away. It's intercepted. Chris Portillo. It's an interception for the Texans defense on the first drive of the season. Right at midfield, Portillo is giving the ball back to his offense. Look at this. He wanted Amari Cooper, and he did not get him at all. Portillo was lurking there all the way. And now it's time to see the first snaps of Angelo Mendoza's career. And he hands it off to Dakota McKenzie. Huge running lane. First down. That's 15 yards to Dakota McKenzie. I know it was controversial to send Dameon Pierce away, but I think that McKenzie can be in 1 year what Pierce is now. Mendoza gets it away. His first NFL completion is to A.J. Lincoln. Who else? It's Mr. Surehands. Down into the red zone. 3rd and 7 now. This is going to be a tough 3rd down for Mendoza, and he's gonna run away, and he does not find anybody else, and he's gonna be taken out of bounds for a 4th down and a field goal try. So no touchdown on his first NFL drive. 1st and 10, handoff to Derrick Henry up the middle. Blocker in front, and that is 13 yards. 1st and 10 coming up for the Titans. It's Derrick Henry stuff here. Now they're across midfield, and Coolidge has lots of time. He throws it to O.J. Howard, and he is taken down with a 28-yard gain. Oh my. The Texans are in a world of trouble already. 1st and 10. Coolidge gets it into the end zone, and it is broken up by Hamilton. And that is going to be a 3rd down now. Coolidge, you got to convert this one. He has lots of time, and he does not make a decision, and time runs out on him. It's the first NFL sack of Deacon Stallworth's career. And look what it was. He got the matchup against the left guard, and that was way too easy. Taking down the quarterback and collecting his first sack of the season. 1st and 10 for Angelo Mendoza after the field goal. It's now 3-3, and Justin Ross is running away from defenders. That is an element to his game we have not seen a lot of. But now it's 22 yards and an injury to Tristan Wirfs, and that is not a great look. So he's going to come out of the game into the locker room, and Stephen Greenberry, the rookie tackle, is going to take over immediately. 3rd and 6, Mendoza gets it away on the angle route. Dakota McKenzie, it's 14 yards and a 1st down. And the Texans are moving the chains. 3rd and 7. Mendoza is blitzed, but he gets it away. It's almost intercepted. That was Greedy Williams, and that's another field goal. Well, that was a pretty horrible route there by Justin Ross. And Theo Coolidge wastes no time collecting the first completion of this drive. It's Kendrick Bourne, and then on the other side, it's Amari Cooper for yet another completion. That's like 18 yards. And Cooper is already over 50 yards. And we're just into the second quarter now. Derrick Henry, nowhere to go. Perfect play by Jamie Cantu, taking down one of the best running backs in the league. And now they are going to face a tough 2nd and 3rd down. 3rd and 13 for Mendoza because the Titans did not convert any of those downs and had to punt it back, and Mendoza is going to overthrow his receiver. 4th down, and they punt it back to Coolidge, and that is broken up by Amari Hamilton. Great play. 3rd and 5, and they have to punt it back now to the Texans. So this is a really defensive football game as Mendoza goes down. It's Harold Landry in the backfield. And, well, this is what I was worried about. 3rd and 13, Mendoza, pressure coming in, and Diego Cordova hauls in the pass, and that is 19 yards and a conversion. And I think this is like the first down in like 5 minutes or something. It has been punt city all over this second quarter, and now Dakota McKenzie can't go anywhere because the blocking's not there. And it's even slot corner Roger McCreary getting in there. 3rd and 12 for Mendoza, and he is almost sacked. Can't get the pass off cleanly. 4th down, and they have to punt it back to the Titans. Theo Coolidge with a close bunch to the right, and he's going to throw it to his left, and that's complete. And a 1st down to Amari Cooper. He is a great route runner. He knows how to get open. 2nd and 10, and that is Coolidge, and he's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne, 1st down, 12 yards, and they are going to take a timeout here and move it a little closer. 51-yard field goal try, and this one is right down the middle. The Titans are going to take a 9-6 lead. No touchdowns in this first half, but I think in the second half there could be something happening. It has been stifling defense to this point, but I think there is a lot of great in both quarterbacks. Both of them have super strong arms, and there have been no deep shots. So I'm waiting on that. I think there could be something happening in the second half, as the Jaguars and the Colts are tied at 21 at halftime, and Archer Shirley is having a great rookie debut, already 2 touchdowns. So that looks good. And then on the other side, the Battle of Ohio is favoring the Bengals, I think. And then the Cowboys are leading the Lions at halftime, even though Eric Bayless finally has a great game. 1st and 10 now for Mendoza. Let's go back to this game. It's Cordova, and he's got the 1st down, 11 yards. And they are moving the sticks here on this play at least. 3rd and 5 for Angelo Mendoza on the angle route. It's Dakota McKenzie again. He knows how to run those. I can tell you that right now. That's an easy 1st down, pitch and catch. He gets it away, turns upfield. Now 1st and 10, and Mendoza has a man over the middle. It's intercepted! It's Amani Hooker! Oh, wow. This is the first interception of Mendoza's career, and it was an easy one for Amani Hooker. This ball should have been lobbed over his head, but it was a bullet pass, and he was able to undercut it. Now, Coolidge to the sideline, and that is a 23-yard connection to Amari Cooper. And they are moving the sticks in no time. And now handoff to Derrick Henry. Nowhere to go. And that was Chris Portillo with a nice run stop. Now, can they punch it in on 3rd and goal? Coolidge is going to throw it. Touchdown, Amari Cooper. And that was against safety Caleb Burgess. So that was kind of a mismatch. A #1 alpha receiver with great route runnings against a corner that is not specialized in man coverage. Pressure coming in for Mendoza. He gets it away. It's picked up, and Justin Ross gets the first down. That's 11 yards, moving the sticks. Can you finally move back to the red zone now? McKenzie has a first down, spins ahead. That's 16 yards, and he is having a great game for himself. Now we're closing in on the end of the third quarter. Angelo Mendoza is going to throw it over the middle, and that's A.J. Lincoln, and that is going to be a first down, 10 yards right at the sticks to A.J. Lincoln, who had, close coverage by Roger McCreary, but not enough against the sure hands of A.J. Lincoln. Mendoza is sacked, and that was no time. That was Teron Jackson. Oh, man. That was a slot blitz, and they did not see it coming at all. Every offensive lineman was preoccupied. So they punt it back to the Titans, and they're going to hand it off to Derrick Henry. Huge hole up the middle, and that is 17 yards for Derrick Henry. That was a huge hole. 3rd and 6 now for Coolidge. Pressure coming in, and Coolidge keeps his cool. He gets it away to Amari Cooper. And that's a first down and like 14 yards for him. And he's probably over 100 yards already on the day. 1st and 10, motion for Okonkwo. And they are going to hand it off to Derrick Henry, who breaks one tackle, brought down by Redmond, but not after collecting 16 yards on the ground. Now, this is dangerous territory. 2nd and 10, Coolidge. He's going to dump it off to Henry, and he's got the first down. That's 10 yards. And now this is a 10-point game already. If you allow a touchdown here, it's a 3-score game. Going halfway through the 4th quarter, and it's a touchdown. It's Derrick Henry up the middle. Yeah, that's what he does best. And fighting ahead for extra yardage. Oh, man. 3-score game for Angelo Mendoza in his rookie debut, and he's getting sacked immediately. And it's Nate McKay on the middle linebacker blitz. Oh my, that was way too easy. 3rd and 18, Angelo Mendoza on the corner route. It's A.J. Lincoln breaking a tackle, running down the sideline. That's a 30, 20, down to the 15-yard line. A.J. Lincoln. Huge pitch and catch. He broke a tackle on the way as well. That was a critical 3rd down. And he got all of that, man. That was a beautiful throw. Right on the money, and then breaking the tackle here by Farley and running down the sideline. If that safety wasn't... that was actually Greedy Williams stopping them here. Now they're going to hand it off to Dakota McKenzie. Redirecting to the left side, breaking a tackle. 10 yards, first down. 2nd and goal from the 1. Mendoza... throws it over the middle. It's a touchdown. The first of his NFL career. Texans with the first touchdown of the day. Angelo Mendoza on the money for Corey Davis, who is still getting a few snaps here and there. And he collects the first receiving touchdown of the season. And now it's a 10-point game. Derrick Henry to the left side. Loses the football. Recovered by Amari Hamilton. And that is a huge turnover. 4 minutes to go in the game, and Derrick Henry, of all people, fumbles the football away. And now look at the hit stick applied by Chris Portillo. Javon Kinlaw was already there tackling him. And then Portillo comes in. 1st down and 10 for Mendoza. And he's going to take a deep shot immediately. Davenport down to the 1. Tripped up from behind by McCreary. But that was a mismatch. A slot corner against a 6'5 receiver. Oh my. Down to the 1-yard line. Davenport gets a huge conversion here. And now, what is happening after this? From the 1, you gotta punch it in. You gotta get the touchdown on this play to make it a field goal game and get the ball back at the 2-minute warning maybe. Angelo Mendoza motions Davenport. Mendoza throws it. It's intercepted. Almost intercepted, but it falls down. So 4th and goal there. Going for a touchdown, Texans. It is Angelo Mendoza on the quarterback sneak. Getting it into the end zone. making this one a field goal game. And they were, they were completely off and away on the Titans' run defense. I think they were prepared for a toss to the outside. 3rd and 2, and they are taking a timeout before the 2-minute warning here on Henry. And now 3rd and 2. This is the biggest down for the defense. Henry, nowhere to go. He is taken down with no gain. It's 4th down. And Alex Day calls this one a day, hopefully. 3-point game. Mendoza is blitzed. Blitz is picked up by McKenzie, and he's got his man outside. It's AJ Lincoln, Mr. Sure Hands, with another catch. And he is over 100 yards on the day since the 3rd quarter already. Mendoza has a clean pocket. No, he does not. Just as he was getting ready to throw, it's Jeffrey Simmons. 3rd and 16 now. Angelo Mendoza, he gets it away, and it's Davenport with the 1st down. And that is 19 yards on a long 3rd down. Getting it away on time. And now 46 yards to go. Angelo Mendoza, 4-man pressure. He has his man. It's Justin Ross between the zones. 17 yards. They're going to go hurry up. 3rd and 10. Mendoza throws it over the middle. This is Davenport again on the dig route. 16 yards. And now we are at 21 seconds left. Mendoza has a clean pocket, gets it away, throws it to the end zone. It's overthrown, but there is a flag down, as I think it was Diego Cordova was held there, and they are calling it a pass interference on Amani Hooker. 1st and goal from the 1. Mendoza motions in. Justin Ross. Mendoza in between the zones. It's a touchdown for Justin Ross, and the Texans take the lead. Justin Ross with his 1st touchdown of the season. Let's go. Mendoza, once again, just like in the preseason, there was this one play where he had to throw it exactly between the zones, or it would have been incomplete. And he does the exact same thing here. And now the Titans have one last chance. A Hail Mary from Theo Coolidge to the 10-yard line, and it is knocked away and incomplete. The Texans take game 1. 1-0 on the season, and the Titans lose a game they were ahead on for most of the game, and they at one point had a 3-score lead. Mendoza wins his 1st game of the season of his career with a game that started out really cold, but then in the 4th quarter it got hot and really hot. His completion percentage should get a little bit higher than that. He also had an interception. Well, it was a dumb bullet pass. That was a bad idea. We couldn't stop Derrick Henry, but they couldn't stop Dakota McKenzie. And that's why we win this one. AJ Lincoln's 118 on 6 catches. It's Amari Cooper with 117 yards and a touchdown. We had Davenport 83 yards. Justin Ross had 7 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown. And Diego Cordova kind of had a quiet day, but there was a couple overthrows by Mendoza that were going Cordova's way, so it's not really Cordova's fault. Simmons was a force to be reckoned with today. But we also had our defensive stops when it mattered. And sack-wise, we only got 1 sack with Deacon Stallworth. So that's kind of disappointing. But what do you do? Amani Hooker and Chris Portillo with the 2 interceptions. And then for forced fumbles, for some reason, it was assigned to Javon Kinlaw. I think because he was already in the tackling motion. But Chris Portillo, in my opinion, was the one that should have gotten the recognition here for the forced fumble. And he also had the interception. He played great today. He played out of his mind. He had some key run stops and, an interception on that first drive. That was awesome. And then, we get the win. We get a few XP for everybody. That's a lot of upgrades. Usually when you get 1,000 XPs. That usually turns into like 7 to 15 upgrades or something. And then And Angelo Mendoza did light up the stat sheet. What are you talking about? He had 2 touchdowns and 337 passing yards, man. What are you talking about? Mendoza gets an upgrade though, and this is a really important one. Short and medium accuracy are kind of his weakness right now. Also, throw under pressure should get a lot better. But he has been having some overthrows in preseason and now in this game as well. And so let's put those accuracies up into the high 80s to 90s this season. Greg Springs gets an upgrade, and this is a rather weak one, but it's an upgrade nonetheless. And he's developing into one of the premium guards in the league. He's now in year 3, I think. Deacon Stallworth, he gets an upgrade. We'll put it into his strong suit. And he does not even get 1 finesse move. But he gets 1 acceleration, which is kind of scary because he already was an awesome athlete. Look at the acceleration. He has an 86, and this guy weighs like 300 pounds. Dakota McKenzie, great first game. No touchdowns yet, but I thought that he played really well. And this upgrade is really not that great. But I'm going to continue to put these points into power back, and I want to see him run people over. Tyreek Gillespie gets an upgrade. He's not going to see the field much this season. He's just a backup, but I think a really good one, and he has good athleticism at least. So that's why I decided to get this guy in the building. He has good hit power as well. So when on the field, I think he might cause a couple fumbles. Terrell Ridley, this is the guy with the backup slot receiver spot right now, and he's seeing the field from time to time in like 3x1 sets as a second slot receiver in there. Martin Monroe is a backup edge rusher, not seeing the field a whole lot, but I like this upgrade. A little bit of hit power and a little bit of power moves. So yeah, and this guy also has great get off, so I'm really excited about him. And then for the next week, we have an injury on Jawan James, so we are missing a backup tackle, but that's not too bad, I'd say. We have Stephen Greenberry, who is even better than him anyway. And so yeah, let's put a point into him. Stephen Greenberry gets an agile upgrade, and this is kind of a weak one. This is not really all that impressive, but yeah, I think that he is a fine backup. Tristan Wirfs was injured for just like 1 quarter or something, and I think that Greenberry did an admirable job considering the edge rush talent that was on the field. Nick Abbott gets an upgrade, that's really good. A little bit of acceleration, I love that, and a little bit of coverage, a little bit of everything. And yeah, we are going to face Deshaun Watson today. It's the next revenge game for him, and he is coming to Houston this time around. And they signed Chris Carson. He is their number 1 back. This was also a spot where I considered trading Dameon Pierce too, but I don't think there's a huge difference between Pierce and Carson, so I didn't think it'd make a whole lot of sense. But they got rid of Nick Chubb. He's now in Foxborough. Kadarius Toney is their number 1 wideout, and that is not really a good look. This is not a number 1 wideout kind of deal. Plus, he's also injured, I think. Darius Slayton is a really scary player when throwing the ball in like contested situations, but otherwise he does not have to have the best hands. Calvin Prince, we are going to see a lot of him. He is a really good slot receiver. His downfield threats are not that bad. David Bell is their number 3 for this game. He is also a slot receiver, and Kadarius Toney is also only 5'11", so they do not have any big perimeter threats. David Njoku, actually, I mean, I guess Darius Slayton kind of can be a perimeter guy, but he's not that dangerous like somebody like Amari Cooper. And then obviously we have to face David Njoku. They still have their really good offensive line, and then the best pass rusher in the game, it's Myles Garrett. And he is going to face Tristan Wirfs today. So that's interesting. Manny Rogers. He is a defensive tackle I really liked, but he had the injury risk. He's a good athlete, and he has great power moves. He's going to be a great pass rusher in the interior, I'm sure. But his injury rating was pretty bad. Then they have Dan Jarrett in the middle of this defense. He's a bad athlete with good run-stopping abilities and not that great in coverage. Great in coverage is Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, aka JOK, or aka the Joker, who has great athleticism and great head power and great coverage abilities. Denzel Ward is their number one corner, and you know why. This guy is awesome. He is really good, and I expect him to lock down whoever he's going to cover today. Marcus Peters is the number two. I think he's a solid number two corner. He has solid zone coverage and actually good zone coverage, solid press, solid man. He can do a little bit of everything, but he's a better zone than man corner. Paulson Adebo is CB3. He's a good athlete with great press abilities, but his zone and man coverage are just like solid. And then they drafted Jaron Chapman a couple years ago, and he has developed into one of the better safeties in the league with great coverage abilities and not so great run defense. He's a solid athlete as well. And this Browns team, I think it's really tough to know how to beat them because like you can't stop this offense, man. They have a great offensive line. They have a power back running behind it, Chris Carson, who had a great first game of the season. And I actually am not sure how you're going to stop the running game. And then apart from that, the only thing I would know how to stop it is locking down the receivers and force them to run all the time, and then maybe once get a run stop. But I'm not sure if this Texans defense can do that. It's just the sheer volume of offensive run blockers the Cleveland Browns have is just too great. And then for the defense, I think there is maybe a way to beat this defense because they have a slow middle linebacker. I think there's a way to throw over the middle away from JOK maybe and get the ball out quickly, and maybe you can compete. But I think this Browns team should be heavy favorites, as we have David Njoku with the first completion of the day, and that is about 19 yards, 16 actually. It's 16 yards. And he moves the sticks. 1st and 10 for Deshaun Watson. He gets it away. It's David Bell, and that's 20 yards. And just like that, they are down the field, almost in the red zone already. 2nd and 5, Deshaun Watson. He's going to throw it again and throws it over the middle, and that is caught by Slayton. And he's got the first down. 1st and goal. Deshaun Watson is going to throw it to the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland Browns. And that was way too quick. 7-0 Browns, and Mendoza is already in the hole when he gets the football for the first time. His first start was kind of rocky in the beginning, but at the end he turned it up. So, Mendoza, let's see what you got. First play, close look with the 2x2 set. Mendoza gets it away to Mr. Surehands. It's AJ Lincoln, and he's got the first down, 9 yards. Moving down the field slowly after they gained a first down run there. Now they get the first down pass off. Mendoza gets it away. It's Cordova, and that is 10 yards to Cordova. First down, and the Texans move the chains again into Cleveland territory. Mendoza with a fullback in the game, and he gets it away, and that's caught by Ross. First down, and that is 26 yards for Justin Ross. Now they are inside the red zone. That was a great throw by Mendoza, putting it in front of the safety so that Ross can like cover him. And then they are gonna run it upfield and run it into the end zone with Dakota McKenzie. So this is his first NFL touchdown, Dakota McKenzie. And the Texans tie up the game at 7. Great play by Mendoza on that throw by to Ross, though. 3rd and 10 for Watson. He gets it away, but overthrows his target. It's Calvin Prince at the sideline. 4th down, and they have to punt it away, and we have an injury for Javon Kinlaw. That does not look good. 1st and 10. Mendoza gets it away to McKenzie on the handoff. And that is a 12-yard run for McKenzie. So they are moving the sticks as well. 1st and 10. Mendoza gets it away on the post. It's Devian Davenport. 1st down, 19 yards to the rookie receiver. Moving the chains. 1st down here for the Texans. That was a great throw over the head of the linebacker, just in front of the safety. And to the only spot where Davenport is the only guy to catch it. 1st and 10 for Mendoza. He gets it away to Ross, who tries to outrun defenders to the sideline. That's 14 yards, and that is going to do it for the first quarter here. So 7-7 as we start the second quarter. 3rd and 3 for Mendoza. Gets it away and overthrows Justin Ross, who had a touchdown. Oh my God. It's a field goal for the Texans. And the Browns have Calvin Prince down the field. It's a 1st down, 30 yards to Calvin Prince. Oh, man. That was a huge coverage bust. 1st and 10, Deshaun Watson. They drop out of the double A-gap look. Double slants from the left side, and that's Prince again. 1st down, 20 more. 50 yards on those 2 plays back-to-back for Calvin Prince. 2nd and goal from the 4. Deshaun Watson is getting it away, and that's a touchdown to David Bell. And the Browns are retaking the lead. David Bell with the touchdown there. Now Mendoza, 3rd and 9, and he moves even further back and throws it. Way overthrown, and that's an interception. And this is Paulson Adebo. Touchdown Browns. Oh my. That was a horrible decision by Angelo Mendoza. Like, I mean, Corey Davis was kind of open, but that was overthrown by like at least 5 yards. And he throws it right to the defender. And we are having some accuracy issues now. 11-point game, and Mendoza gets it away to Cordova, and he fights ahead, gets a couple extra. That's 15 yards. 1st down, Texans. Third down and 3 for Mendoza. And he has over the middle his receiver, Justin Ross. And once again, he puts it where Justin Ross can run in front of the defender and take it away before JOK could have picked it off. 1st and 10 for Mendoza, and he's going to hand it off to McKenzie, who's going to follow a blocker and run over one guy. Wow, what a play for Dakota McKenzie. It's 1st down, 16 yards on the run. Look at how he just pile drives Paulson Adebo back and then puts him on the ground with his stiff arm. Awesome play for McKenzie. Mendoza, 3rd and goal, gets it away. Touchdown, Ross. And they are closing in on the lead. This is to end the second quarter. 30 seconds are on the clock. They should have ran a little bit more time off because Cleveland now has a chance to maybe put some more points on the board. And the blitz is picked up by Carson. 15 yards to the outside, Darius Slayton. 2nd and 1 for Deshaun Watson. And this is another completion. 1st down and 12 yards for the Browns on this play. And they are going to take a timeout because they are close to field goal range. 1st and 10. Deshaun Watson is going to step outside the pocket, throw it to the sideline. And Alex Day shoves Darius Slayton out of bounds there. But there is a flag down. And this is a roughing the passer with 4 seconds on the clock. Matthew Starks Still waiting for his first NFL sack. And this is a field goal from the 30. It's a 47-yarder, and this is good. Field goal for the Cleveland Browns makes this a 7-point game. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you gave it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. Let's move on to maybe a couple other games around the league. The Jacksonville Jaguars should be up here first. Yes, Jacksonville is playing in Atlanta, and they are 1-0 on the season, but right now they are down to the Falcons by 10 points. So that doesn't look great, as Justin Herbert is winning that matchup. And then we have a divisional matchup for the Titans again. So they have 2 divisional matches already out of the way. Archer Shirley did not have a great game. 13-42 is the final on that game. Theo Coolidge dominated in this game. And now we have a fumble! Dakota McKenzie gives it away on the first play of the second half. And he got stripped right there. That is not a great look. And the Browns fall on it. That's an easy field position here. Deshaun Watson is sacked. Finally, he goes down. And he wanted to relocate to get a new throwing platform. But Ryan Springs is going to take him down. And Javon Kinlaw did not get credited with any of the sack there. So it's Ryan Springs by himself. Diego Cordova breaks a tackle, collects a couple extra yardage, 12 yards. And that's a first down. Now, 1st and 10 for Mendoza in Browns territory already. Blitz is picked up. This is Davion Davenport, and this is a first down to the 3-yard line. Davenport with another huge play down there at the goal line, but he can't seem to punch them in. 1st and goal for Mendoza. Pressure coming in. Touchdown. It's A.J. Lincoln. So after the Browns took a field goal after the spring sack, we have now a 3-point game again. Deshaun Watson, 4-man pressure, gets it away. And this is caught by Njoku, but out of bounds. 4th down, they punt it back to Mendoza. And Mendoza has a man wide open on the post. It's Justin Ross. 1st down, 24 yards for Justin Ross. And the Texans are moving the chains close to midfield now. Angelo Mendoza is going to throw it for Diego Cordova, and that's a 1st down. And they move into Browns territory. That was about 12 yards. Now they're going to hand it off to Dakota McKenzie, who's going to outrun Dan Jarrett and get the 1st down. That's 12 yards. Dakota McKenzie to the sideline, turns up the field. Great play. 2nd and 10. Angelo Mendoza is going to throw it up for Justin Ross, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. He wins the one-on-one against Jaron Chapman, the safety. 6'4" Justin Ross was covered by a safety. And that was another huge completion there for Angelo Mendoza. And the Texans are now actually taking the lead. It's a 4-point game. Deshaun Watson is going to throw it, and that's a completion. 1st down, 16 yards to David Bell. So Alex Day is not really making the greatest impact here. 2nd and 8. Deshaun Watson is going to throw this to the sideline, or close to the sideline, at least 12 yards for, I think that's got to be Darius Slayton. Yes, 19 is Darius Slayton. Great play. Now we are closing in on the end of the 3rd quarter, and Deshaun Watson's got another completion. And this one is a 16-yarder to David Njoku. They cannot stop Njoku. 1st and 10, Deshaun Watson hands it off. No, he's taken it himself. And he is taken down for a loss. It's Deacon Stallworth. He is absolutely obliterating this offensive line. 3rd and 7. Deshaun Watson gets it away, dumps it off to Carson, and that is a 4th down and 1. And now do you go for it? We are in the 4th quarter now, and I think you need to consider it. And they actually go for it. 4th down and 1. Watson completed. It's Slayton. 1st down, 9 yards. Alex Day still not great on the coverage here. He is kind of slow getting into the season, I gotta tell you. 1st and goal. Deshaun Watson is going to have lots of time, and the coverage can't hold up forever. It's a touchdown. David Bell, number 2 on the day. 1st and goal for Angelo Mendoza. They are now down by 3 again. And Dakota McKenzie gets 9 yards. 2nd and inches. Mendoza has 4-man pressure. And he's going to get it away on time before he got hit. And Davenport has a huge conversion. That is 22 yards. And an injury to the Browns D-line. 2nd and 1, Mendoza gets it away to Lincoln. 1st down, but he fumbles the football away, and it is recovered by McKenzie. So that was very lucky. Oh man, 3rd and 9. McKenzie is the back, but he's gonna throw it. And Justin Ross, 20 yards down the field, 1st down. That was a really quick throw. Ross is now at over 150 yards on the day. 2nd and goal. Angelo Mendoza hands it off. It's Dakota McKenzie. Nowhere to go. And the flag is down. And that is going to be holding on the offense. It's Diego Cordova. He's just not a great blocker. 2nd and goal. And Mendoza is going to throw it over the middle. Touchdown, Davenport. And the Texans are retaking this lead. 38-34 with 5 minutes left in the game. Devian Davenport with another crucial catch. 1st and 10. Deshaun Watson gets himself into trouble, and it's the 1st career sack for Matthew Starks. So he finally shows up after being really quiet for the first 1.5 games. He takes it. He takes down the quarterback, and that was actually a coverage sack. But Conklin is a really good tackle, so I'm proud of him. 2nd and 13. Carson hands it off. Watson hands it off to Carson, and that's 16 yards and the 1st down for Chris Carson. 2nd and 1. Watson has a clean pocket, gets it away. It's Slayton again, and Alex Day can't keep up with him. That does not look great. Deshaun Watson has a clean pocket, and he gets it away to the sideline. David Bell with another connection, 16 yards. And 1st and goal, 4th quarter. We're inside 2-minute warning. Deshaun Watson, he throws it. Touchdown. No, broken up by Portillo. That would have been a touchdown. 3rd and goal. Deshaun Watson is going to throw it to the outside and back, and this is no way to go. David Bell loses 6 on the catch. 4th down and goal. You need the goal line stop. Deshaun Watson into the end zone, broken up by Alex Day, and they have the goal line stand. Oh wow, that was way too exciting. Alex Day here against Darius Slayton. He leaves him a little space. Slayton goes up, and Day goes up as well and takes it down there. And wow, 4th down, overturned here, turnover on downs. I mean, Dakota McKenzie, nowhere to go on 3 straight runs. It's still 4th down and 10, and they got to punt it away. But the Browns now have no timeouts anymore. From 50 yards out, Deshaun Watson is going to throw it to the sideline. And this is broken up. It is Alex Day on the coverage. 2nd and 10. Deshaun Watson, this has got to go to the end zone. And he's going to launch it down there into the end zone. And this is going to be broken up. And the game is over. It's a 4-point win. Yet another one for the Houston Texans. And Angelo Mendoza once again gets them out of the hole in the second half. It was another game where they were down by multiple scores, and Angelo Mendoza somehow gets them down the field and gets a touchdown. That was a great effort by Mendoza. This time around, he was even a lot more consistent, and he has more than 350 passing yards. He had already 337 in the first game. Dakota McKenzie, his average looks a little down, but that was because I ran it so much at the end, and I didn't get anywhere. But he had a great game as well. Justin Ross, 155 and 2 touchdowns. Devian Davenport, 92 yards in the score. Slayton had a great game. David Bell had 2 scores. Njoku was unstoppable. They were dumping it off to him like so much. Cordova even had 48 yards. AJ Lincoln had a touchdown. Great game all around for the Houston Texans offense. For the defense, we've got 2 sacks, 1 for Starks, 1 for Springs. So that's not all that exciting. And then we have the 1 interception by Paulson Adebo, which was, another mistake that should not have been made. And then Wusu Koromoa on the forced fumble. Byron Redman has an upgrade, and this is a really good one. +1 speed, +2 zone coverage. I love it. He is developing into a really scary safety man. His tackling needs to get up there a little bit, but looks good. Tristan Wirfs gets an upgrade, and this is a really good one, I gotta say. Lots of ratings upgraded. He's the best right tackle in the league, and he's a great pass protector. So yeah. This time around, we are gonna go into the regional scouting focus. This new draft class looks really strong at offensive tackle, and there's also a lot of edge rushers. So the two of the most important positions in the game. There's also a million quarterbacks again in this draft class. So yeah. For the West, we're gonna go into cornerback. I think that we might need somebody there. This can't be happening that a 6th string corner is playing in the first game of the season, a UDFA at that. But actually, I think Amari Hamilton did not even play all that horrible. Like, that was pretty solid, I gotta say, man. And the rest of the country is going to be divided up between offensive tackles and defensive tackles, and yeah, that's about it. Central is offensive tackles, Northeast is offensive tackle, and the Southeast is going to be defensive end, actually, because the national focus is then going to be defensive tackle. I can already tell you that. Dave Williams, a tackle, is mocked to us with the number 1 overall pick. And yeah, it's not because we are the worst team in the league. It's because somebody else is the worst team in the league. And I think right now it's got to be... I think it's got to be the Bengals. I'm not sure. Michael Clifford, a defensive tackle, going at 6'2". The Chargers is also somebody I'm looking at. Like, this guy looks really good. Matthew Clifford. Michael Clifford. There might be a good chance I select him. But Dave Williams also looks pretty solid. Like, those two, that might be a win, man. And then, yeah, a few quarterbacks in this draft class. Damian Howard is a corner I like, and we have 2 corners getting up there in age. Matthew Duval is also a corner I like. He looks pretty solid too. Caleb Burgess has an upgrade, and this one is okay, I guess. It's nothing great, but it's also not horrible. And yeah, he is looking to improve even further. His man coverage, though, needs to get a little work. And speaking of Caleb Burgess, he is getting a breakout chance in this game. So exciting stuff. He was demoted from superstar dev to normal dev in the last offseason, which was, in my opinion, rather unfair because he had a really good rookie season. But I'm not going to change that. There is something. Sometimes players are just like breaking out in their rookie season and then not doing anything afterwards. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield. He kind of developed into nothingness after that. And somebody else was on my mind a couple seconds ago. Also, we have got a tandem breakout here with this, which is not for dev trait, but rather for ratings upgrades for Devian Davenport. So he needs to have 150 receiving yards, and every touchdown, if his goal is completed, will get him lots of the ratings upgraded. We are gonna face the Raiders for this game. Derek Carr, his arm is falling off. He's not a great thrower anymore, and they have Philip Compton right behind him, a young second, third year quarterback from a draft class a couple of years ago or something. Looking pretty solid. I think you should give him the chance, but for some reason the Raiders are sticking with Derek Carr. Josh Jacobs is the running back, and we all know what he can do, so he's going to be a problem with really good trucking and stiff arm ratings. Davante Adams is their number 1 receiver. He is still a really good receiver, the best in the league, or actually one of the 5 best in the league, I guess. Donovan Peoples-Jones is their number 2. He has solid speed, good catchings, horrible route runnings. Should not be open a whole lot today, but if you throw it, he's gonna catch it. Daniel Kennedy, a second-year receiver, I think, with adequate speed, good catching ratings, and solid slot route runnings. Darren Waller is out for 6 weeks with a broken collarbone, so he's not going to be playing today. But his replacement is not even half as good. It's Logan Thomas. His speed is not up there. He's a horrible blocker, and his catching upside is not really all that great. For the offensive line, the Raiders have a rather weak one, I'd say. Jack Hunt is a rookie right guard who is going to be starting immediately here. He's the best guard on this roster. As a rookie. And then they drafted Lawrence Norton a couple years ago. I really liked him when he was coming out, and yeah, he has not been developing very balanced. He is great against finesse rushers, but he's going to face a power rusher today, so maybe there's a chance. Then along the D-line, Jalen Phillips is an edge rusher for them, one of the better ones in the league. Max Crosby is one of them, and he is one of the best pass rushers in the league, and he has great finesse moves, solid power moves. Actually, I think that his power moves are good. His run stopping is solid. Now, we've got Tremaine Matlock in the middle of this defense. He has 90 speed, which is really good, but he's not great in coverage. This guy is a run stopper and nothing else. So we might be able to abuse that over the middle. Trayvon Mullen has solid speed as a corner, good man coverage, good press, solid zone coverage, but not great. Rock Yassin is the other corner there with with solid speed, good press, good man, solid zone coverage. And then they drafted Kendrick Campbell, a 5'9" corner that to me looks like somebody that should be playing on the outside, but not as a press corner, more like a cover 4, a quarter corner down there with lots of off coverage. Trayvon Merrick is their safety. They also have a backup that looks really promising, but Trayvon Merrick is probably going to be playing a lot more. And then they've got CJ Gardner-Johnson, a really good slot corner / safety, and also can play a little linebacker as like a dime backer or something. Really solid speed, really great coverage, but his run stopping is not going to be awesome. The way to beat this team is obviously in the trenches. The Raiders do not have a great offensive line. Their tackles can be attacked, and the weaponry is just like, apart from Davante Adams, actually with Josh Jacobs, I think the weaponry is like average, but they're missing Darren Waller, so we should be able to lock them down, get a couple of guys on Adams, and then lock up the rest. And for the defense, I think the defensive line of the Raiders is below average. They have a couple of really good edge rushers, but that's it. That's basically it. That's their entire defense. They do not have a great corner trio. That's actually very much below average. They have a run-stopping linebacker that can't do anything in coverage. And the only thing that's really good on this team is the safety tandem. Well, the edge rush tandem is also really good. But the rest of that defense is really bad. And so we should be able to win that. As Derek Carr throws it to Logan Thomas, and that's a first down, 9 yards. Actually, that's not a first down. It's a 2nd and 1 coming up. But Lawrence Norton is going to come out of the game, so they are going to lose their right tackle immediately. And that should create opportunities here for Starks. 3rd and 8, and Carr throws it into the end zone. Overthrown. Alex Day had Davante Adams locked up there, and that's going to be a field goal for the Raiders. And the Texans are going to take over with Angelo Mendoza and almost 700 passing yards through 2 games, 6 touchdowns. He looks good. Like, he looks settled in, and let's see what he can do. Dakota McKenzie up the middle, breaking a tackle, fucking like shoving away a defender and creating a first down out of nothing. Like, he was tackled maybe within like 3 yards if he didn't shove that one away. But absolutely shoves him away and then falls ahead for a gain of 13 yards. Now, the Texans are going to have a 3rd and 2. And Dakota McKenzie, nowhere to go. It's a 2-yard loss. Absolutely locked up the middle of the defense there. So that's a punt back to the Raiders, and they move the field down really quickly as Logan Thomas has another completion, and that's a first down. That's like 20 yards to Thomas. 1st and 10, Derek Carr is going to throw it into the end zone. It's intercepted. It's Derek Stingley. He takes it away. It's Derek Stingley again. Oh, he's the guy. Derek Stingley is the guy. Alex Day might never be a great might never have great interception numbers. He might be a lockdown corner, but he's never gonna have great interception numbers. But Derek Stingley might be the one guy that can have both. He's a great cover corner, and he can have interceptions, and he's actually looking for them instead. Unlike Alex Day, as Devian Davenport gets a 3rd and 2 and converts it, fumbles the ball, but luckily out of bounds, 12 yards for him, and they are out of the danger zone at least. 1st and 10, Angelo Mendoza, they go empty, and they bring a linebacker. He gets it away, it's McKenzie, turns upfield, gets the first down, falls ahead 15 yards. Oh, McKenzie. Oh, McKenzie, he looks good. He looks really good. He caught the football there, breaks a tackle, turns upfield, and then even there, he's not just knocked down, he falls ahead, gets a couple extra yards. 1st and 10 for Mendoza. This is from his own 39-yard line, and it is caught by Davenport. First down, and that's about 15 yards for the rookie receiver. So the rookies are already making a huge impact on this team. And Dakota McKenzie has another completion on the angle route. It's a 10-yard gain, and they are moving the sticks once again. Mendoza 7 of 8 for 84 yards. 2nd and 8 for Mendoza, motion for Davenport. Mendoza is taking off and sliding with a 10-yard gain. First down, Texans. 1st and goal. Dakota McKenzie is going to get the handoff into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. And they got the lead. It's a 7-3 ball game. Dakota McKenzie with a great run there. I think it was it was met right at the goal line, so you had to like put a little bit of power into it. Derek Carr is gonna have the completion to Davante Adams here. Stingley he was keeping up with him, but like it's Davante Adams. What are you what are you supposed to do? Derek Carr throws it out of bounds. 4th down, they punt it back to Mendoza. Angelo Mendoza gets it away. It's Cordova. 1st down and 15 yards for Cordova. 7-3 still. Now shy of midfield. He gets it away. They cross midfield. And this is Diego Cordova once again. And that's 15 yards for him. 1st and 10. McKenzie is receiving the handoff. He runs it up the middle and he fights ahead. Gets a few extra. 13 yards for him. First and 10 for Mendoza, and blitz is coming in. He gets it away. Davenport into the end zone. Touchdown Texans. It's a 14-3 lead, and they brought the house, man. 6-man pressure with 2 linebackers, and right behind the linebackers, supposedly spot if it weren't zero blitz. Right behind them is Davenport with the touchdown. And this is Derek Carr with a huge conversion. And that's 16 yards. 3rd and 8 for Carr. Outside of field goal range. Carr gets it away. 1st down, Thomas. You gotta have the pass rush there. But Thomas gets the dump off again and creates yardage out of it. 1st and 10. Derek Carr is going to throw it on the hitch route. And that is... Who is that with number 3? I'm not sure. But it is a 1st down at the 3. And Derek Carr is going to dump it off to his running back, Josh Jacobs, and he is shy. 3rd and goal, and they are not going to get the snap off. This was already inside 2-minute warning, and they should have used their timeouts a little better than that. Texans with a 11-point lead at halftime, and Mendoza is on fire. Let's look at a couple other games around the league. The Colts and Jacksonville Jaguars are now facing off. So the Colts already have the 2 divisional games after this one. And they are down by a lot. Archer Shirley is not having the smoothest rookie season. And they go on to lose this game against the Jaguars. They will not win this game either. So the Colts are now 0-3 after this week. Mendoza gets it away. It's caught by Davenport. 1st down. And that's 16 yards. And they're going to convert here. And that is Max Crosby shaken up. And he is going to exit the game into the locker room. As Justin Ross gets the handoff. They go with Justin Jefferson formation. Or the Deebo Samuel formation, rather. And he gets 9 yards. And there is another injured player on the field. It's... the 2nd linebacker. Mendoza, empty backfield. He's gonna send one down the field. Davenport hauls it in. 1st down at 2. And now for 3 times in a row on this very particular play. He is the one who hauls the pass in and then gets tackled within 3 yards of the goal line. Great play again by Davenport. 6'5" and really shows off. Man, they cannot do anything about it. 2nd and goal. Mendoza motions in. Davenport. Now he drops back to pass. It's Davenport into the end zone. And now he's finally getting rewarded as well. So that's a score. And the Texans are taking a 21-3 lead to start the 3rd quarter. Derek Carr with empty backfield. He pumps to the left and then throws over the middle. This is Davante Adams, 1st down, and then some 16 yards to Adams. 2nd and 10. Derek Carr has a clean pocket, needs to make a decision, and now he is not getting sacked. He's getting sacked now. It's Ryan Springs, and he did not get him down the first time, but he did get him down the second time. And there is another sack for Ryan Springs. 3rd and 23. And Derek Carr has lots of time. Lots of time. He launches it downfield. Intercepted, but out of bounds. Alex Day. I would have loved that one, man. He finally intercepts a pass, and then he's out of bounds. As 3rd and 4, and Dakota McKenzie gets tackled for a 3-yard loss. Is Tristan Hill again. Like, he has done this to this point at the game like 3 times already. Derek Carr after the punt. He gets it away, throws a 1-on-1 down the field, and this is broken up. Derek Stingley. 2nd and 4. Angelo Mendoza gets it away. It's Devian Davenport, 1st down. And they are going to convert here at least. 1st and 10, double A gap look. They are going to hand it off to McKenzie, and it's a huge loss. It's Tristan Hill again. Oh, man, they are not getting this in order. 3rd and 13. Can you convert this one? You got to get into field goal range if you want some points. And Davenport hauls it in. 1st down, 19 yards. And they score again. Actually, they do not score again yet. But they move the chains again. And this is intercepted. It's Mendoza on the interception. And that's Rock Yassin. And that throw... that would have not been intercepted if something else didn't happen. But the intended receiver on the play ran into another player and got held up there, and the corner could run straight through the location where the ball was thrown to and pick it off without any care. Now, 1st down catch again. They're going to move the sticks 11 yards on this play, as Christian Harris could not cover his opposing player. Derek Carr 1-on-1 on the sideline, and that is hauled in 17 yards to Daniel Kennedy. 1st down. Derek Carr, 11 personnel. Carr dumps it off to his running back on the screen, and this is a touchdown, Josh Jacobs. And they are scoring on this play as well. This is for the first time in this game, but yeah, now it's an 11-point game, and Max Crosby was not having any of it. Like, look at what they are doing, man. He had a straight and free run at the quarterback. Mendoza is getting it away on this one, and Davenport gets at least lots of the lost yardage back, but it's still going to be a competitive 3rd and 7 for Mendoza. So, can you convert here, or are you toast? No, you are toast. That is Jalen Phillips. So both star edge rushers of this team have strike now. And this is the last play of the quarter, as Josh Jacobs is going to turn it to the outside and turns up the field. And that is 15 yards for Josh Jacobs. 1st and 10, Derek Carr is going to throw it over the middle. 1-on-1. It's Davante Adams. 42-yard touchdown. Oh my God, what a mismatch. He was covered up by Desmond King. And even though King was right in his hip pocket, it did not matter at all. He could not get up there where Davante Adams went, like, upstairs. Now the 2-point try for the Raiders. To start the 4th quarter was that play, by the way. And they're going to throw it away on the 2-point try. So now it's a 5-point game. Chris Portillo, 3rd and 4. Dakota McKenzie, no. It's going to be Diego Cordova, broken up. Oh, man. 2nd and 6. This is Derek Carr. Clean pocket, gets it away. Caught by Kennedy. 1st down. 11 yards. 1st and goal now from the 22. Carr gets it away, and that's another catch. 1st down, Raiders. Oh, man. They are moving the sticks way too easily. 1st and goal. Derek Carr, 5-man pressure. Gets it away. Caught by Adams. Touchdown, Raiders. Oh, man. This is not looking good. Now another 2-point try. Derek Carr, can he get this one? He retreats and then throws it to Logan Thomas, but nowhere to go. That's a TFL. And a great one at that. Byron Redmond right at the scene. So 1 point game now. 4 minutes to go in the game. 4.5. Now, Dakota McKenzie up the middle. That block was not great by AJ Lincoln, but still a first down run for McKenzie and like 12 yards. Mendoza is going to motion in Devian Davenport on the orbit, and that's a bubble. And this is a perfect block by Justin Ross. Devian Davenport gets the first down. And that is 14 yards to Davenport. Great play. Look at the block by Justin Ross, blocking him into the inside. But let's move on. It's Dakota McKenzie getting a block by Corey Davis. But there is another safety there. That's actually a corner, Mike Hilton. But first down McKenzie anyway. Mendoza is going to throw it over the middle. And this is Dakota McKenzie again. First down. And the 2 minute warning is right here. 1 minute and 12 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 4. You got to get this one. Mendoza overthrows. And that's a 4th down. And they got to take the field goal. A minute on the clock for Derek Carr. And now he's got the completion to Kennedy. First down. And they are going to go hurry up here now. Derek Carr is having a clean pocket. He gets it away. Caught by Kennedy. And one tackler whiffs. And that's a huge completion. That is 39 yards to Kennedy. And they can now take their time, take the field goal, win the game. First and goal from the 5. 21 seconds on the clock. Derek Carr into the end zone. It's caught by Kennedy. Touchdown. That's actually no Kennedy. That's Donovan Peoples-Jones. And what did I tell you? If you throw it up to him, he's going to make the catch. Does not have great route running, but if you throw it up to him, he's going to make the catch. 7 seconds on the clock. One-on-one shot down the field. Corey Davis right off his hands. Got to make the catch there. There's one timeout. If he makes a catch there, there's a shot. You got a shot at the end zone at least. Now Mendoza. Hail Mary to the opposite 20-yard line, and it is broken up. Diego Cordova right off his hands. And the game is over. Raiders win in heartbreaking fashion. The Texans give away a 3-score lead. 7-point game at the end. 5-point game at the end. Would have been 7 if they hadn't gone for the two-point tries and instead just taken the extra points. Mendoza, he played well, but the pressure was pretty bad. Like Max Crosby was hunkering down on him all day long. And well, the interception, yeah, it keeps happening. I don't know why. Dakota McKenzie, another great game for him. Josh Jacobs was kind of unstoppable when they handed it off to him. Devian Davenport, 182 and 2 touchdowns. Logan Thomas, I don't know how he got 104 yards and 9 catches. I kind of can't believe it. Oh man, that looks bad. But let's move on. To the defense, we have 1 sack for Ryan Springs, and then the other sacks by Crosby and Phillips, which is happening like every time. Rakia Sin and Derek Stingley on the interceptions. Stingley, well, it's Stingley. Forced fumble by Trayvon Mullen. That was at the sideline where they just knocked it out of bounds after that. And let's get the upgrade here for Baskerville. It's a good one, I guess. That's a solid one. But he's a run stopper. Should put a lot more resources into run stopping, I guess. Devian Davenport gets an upgrade, and he deserves one. And that is even before we find out the rewards from his breakout. Deep route +3 is valuable, though. Valuable. Lots of valuable. And yeah, let's see. Kenyon Green is the next guy. Let's put it into agile. I'm just like, yeah, he needs to improve that. But +1 pass block is actually kind of key, because that was not a great rating for him. Actually, run block is also in a pretty bad spot, but you have this very well-run player here now. And Caleb Burgess, yeah, he's angry at himself. He did not get the breakout. He did not get a TFL or a sack or an interception or a forced fumble either. Tandem breakout. Let's see. This is going to be for Devian Davenport. And yeah, it's Devian Davenport. He's got to win this thing, isn't it? And +3 catch and traffic and release. That looks really solid. I like it. And that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more Texan franchise. See you in the next episode. Until then, spread some love.